Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to do a how to apply foundation. So basically just my foundation highlight contour routine for you guys, just so we can touch bases on the basics. Okay, so I'm starting out with nothing on, and really this will also be like my everyday look because I don't do all that jazz on a regular basis. That's not how I roll. I don't walk out the house like that. The difference between me and a lot of people is I don't need makeup to walk out the house. I go out like this without these brows all the time. I don't need to be like packed to go to the grocery store. So the look that I am going to do is something that when I do feel like, all right, I'll run an errand and just kind of look cute today, like that's this. Because my dramatic look is literally just adding a smoky eye on top of this face routine that we're about to do. So without further ado, let's get started. First things first, my all-time favorite quote ever. I don't know who made it up, but I've been saying it for as long as I can remember. I don't even know, like literally I don't know where I got it from. But your makeup is only as good as your skin. So what that means is if you have oily skin, you are going to put foundation on top of that and your foundation is going to be oily. If you have dry, flaky skin, you're going to put foundation on top of that and your skin is still going to be dry and flaky, and so is your foundation. If you have acneic or scarring skin, you're just putting foundation on top of that, and all it's doing is covering these issues that you think, okay, if I put my foundation on, it'll look better. But if you pay close attention to people in their skin, if you see a person who looks really wet, know that that girl probably is excessively oily and she may not be cleansing the right way at home. Or if you ever have a chance to look at a dry skin person and you can get close enough, you will see little dry marks and little skin peelings on their face because that foundation is not going to cover that. All it's going to do is accent these things, accentuate them a lot more if you're not taking care of the first step, which is your skin. So with all of that being said, the first most important step to applying your foundation is making sure you are doing the right skincare routine at home day and night. We all want instant gratification. We all want to see results like today, but that's not possible, guys. You have to get a skincare routine and you have to stick to it for at least 90 days. When you keep on switching out things, your skin starts to be like, whoa, what's going on? I could get into a whole thing because I'm an esthetician, but we're not going to do that. But you have to get something and you have to stick to it, and you have to look for something that addresses your skin concerns. So for me, I'm oily and I have hyperpigmentation. So I'm using stuff to control my oil and to fade my dark spots. So if you're dry, you want to find something that is hydrating and moisturizing. If you are normal to dry, you just want to find something that's normal to dry. And again, oily people have this misconception that they don't have to moisturize your skin. You absolutely have to moisturize your skin. You just want to find something that is oil control, oil free, lightweight, so on and so forth. Everyone should be cleansing their skin with whatever skincare need for them, toning their skin and moisturizing their skin at minimum. You should also be adding a mask in there at least 3 times a week at nighttime, and any type of oils or serums that you may need to help with your skin concerns as well. So now that that's said and done, that's first. Clean skin, good prepped skin helps to prep good makeup, okay? So I'm starting off with a washed face, moisturize, all that jazz. So right from there, I am going to go into my primer. I switch out my primers. I don't even always use primers. Ooh, not good, don't kill me for that. But I switch out my primers often. I switch my primers here and there. I don't have one that I absolutely love. It was this for a long time, Mineral Veil by Hourglass. So I'm just gonna use that today. So I take them out like so, and I just work it in the areas that get extremely oily, and then kind of like pat and blend out from there. All over the face. And sometimes you can mix primers if you are looking for more than one skin concern. So I'm just going to use this today though. My nails aren't done, guys. I took them off because they were all breaking, because they were an old set and they need to be redone. Going in the morning. So, from Primed Skin, and it has like a iridescence to it. I don't know. So from there, I'm going to do something I don't typically do, which is called color correcting. Depending on your complexion, is depending on what shade you would use. But for me, I'm going to use more of an orange-based color to help correct my dark spots. And I'm going to use the one from Anastasia's Cream Contour Kit in the Tan to Deep. So, or Deep rather, that middle color. I'm going to use that to help correct my dark spots. So I'm going to take the 252, one of those flathead shader brush, and I'm just going to go in and apply in the areas that are dark, which really could be my entire cheek, but I'm just going to do that. Do the other side. And correctors come in, some people go around their nose and anywhere that is like a little bit darker around their mouth, but I don't really have that issue. Like I said, I don't even typically correct. So now that I've corrected the areas that I want to correct, I'm going to go ahead and blend that. I'm going to use a MAC 130 to do so. I could use my damp beauty blender, but I don't really want this all up on my beauty blender since I don't typically do it. And this is a good brush to get in those smaller areas anyway. Little Fix Plus, give me some hydration. Okay, so from correcting, I am going to apply my foundation, my all-time favorite Nars Sheer Glow in the color Macao. I've been using this for at least 4 years. I love it. It's not sheer and it doesn't have much of a glow, but it does give you like a natural satiny, like kind of satin finish, kind of, for the most part. I like it, even though I'm oily, I like it because I can use some powder to matte it down. It is a medium to buildable, like full coverage. It kind of reminds me of Fix Fluid, which is from MAC, which I used before this for many years, but it's not as thick and not as like heavy. This is like way more lightweight and just like, you don't feel this. And this is the only thing I use in my kit, by the way. When I put this on brides and bridesmaids, they're like, what is it? So I love this foundation. So with my beauty blender, I'm going to pump some foundation on to the beauty blender. I am running low. I definitely just got 2 pumps out of that. Foundation's on the beauty blender, and as usual, I always just kind of do everywhere first, and then I start to work in the foundation. Now, because I do my eyes first when I do these tutorials, there's usually something there, but on a regular day, I don't do any eye makeup, so I put my foundation over my eyes to help cancel out that natural eye color, lid color. I'm really just working in the foundation. Don't forget to get underneath so you don't have any lines of demarcation. So now that that's on, now we have an even canvas, and from here we can do highlighting, contouring. If you do shadow afterwards, you can do that. Whatever else you need to do your face. So here's my foundation, side to side, front. Pretty good coverage, right? I'm gonna take my Prolong Wear Concealer from MAC in W35. Usually I like NC 42, it's a little bit brighter, but this is in W35, and I'm just gonna pump a couple pumps onto the beauty blender and go ahead and brighten up. This is so weird, guys, doing not doing a voiceover and like actually talking and like trying to talk about my process step by step. It's really weird. But anyway, so I just pumped some NC or NW35 and getting close to my bridge so that helps me not have to put so much contour on my nose, so like kind of bringing it close to my inner nose I don't know what I'm trying to say. And then patting down on the side of my nostril and right up to the lash line and bringing it back. Next, I'm going to use my brightening Prep and Prime. What color is this? Highlighter in Bright Forecast. I know some people may think, oh my God, there's a lot of steps, but this is just what works out for me. You can cut out whatever you would like to cut out, but this is just my foundation routine. And if I'm not talking to you and just doing it on my own, it literally takes me like 7 minutes. Like it's not, I don't spend all morning in the mirror. I don't. Contrary to what people believe, they're like, oh my God, your face is so flawless. How long does it take you? And I'm like, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. And they're like, nuh-uh, yeah, I don't spend a lot of time on this at all. So this comes up in the clicker. I'm just gonna apply it like so. And then take the Beauty Blender and blend it out. I'm just gonna pat that back. And this gives like a nice pearlescent highlight, which I love. So funny, I'm just gonna go ahead and set all of that with my translucent powder from Mercier, which I've been using for a while and I kind of love. Prior to that, I was using banana powder, which I still have and I have used, but sometimes I feel like it makes me a little ash, so I like this one. So with a Beauty Blender, I'm just gonna go ahead and set all the areas. So from here, I like to do my contour. I use Anastasia's powder contour and cream contour, but I don't do cream every day. That's a lot. I did that in like my first 2 videos. That is a lot. I don't typically do that unless I'm going somewhere like heavy duty, top of the line, like go all out. On a regular basis, I use Anastasia's contour powder in Tan to Deep, and I use the top 2 1 and 2 colors. So, and I use a 109 to do that. I use many brushes. There's the Nars Eda brush, which is like a straight contour brush if I want like a really sharp line. I use this. I use more other domed brushes like this, but the 109 is my favorite just for every day. So I go ahead and dip it in. And you want to start in the back because wherever you lay the brush first, that's where the most product is going to pick up. And you don't want it at the front of your cheek because it'll be harder to blend out a lot of product than to add more product. So I'm just really working it out, really blending it in, and as you can see, it's pushing my powder, which is fine. Okay, so that's the first cheek. And as I said in my last video, guys, I do not have cheek implants. Someone asked me if I have cheek implants because I call my cheeks cheek implants, like fake cheeks, because I like a really strong contour. That's just what I like to call them. I do not have cheek implants. Not yet. Maybe in the future. So do the same thing on the other side. From there, I like to bring, especially when my hair is off my face, bring it up around my perimeter and just contour and outline the whole face. So if I were, from there I'm going to take a 217 from MAC to chisel my nose. Not a lot. You can get a bit excessive on your nose if you have an obsession with this, but I don't. I just kind of like to give it a little definition and that's it, so I don't go too hard. I'm going to use that same contour kit in that middle color only to do my nose. And I'm just going to go, so if you want your nose to be thinner, you want to bring it in closer. On the rare occasion that you would like your nose to be wider, you're going to bring it out further. But I want mine to be a little thinner, so I'm just going to bring it in closer and just softly. And if you want your nose to be like shorter, you would like cut across this zone right there a little bit, but mine is short enough. And then so it's not too much, I go in with my Beauty Blender, just kind of pat out the lines a little bit. So next I'm going to dust off my translucent powder with my Real Technique buffing brush, what's left of it. And my lids are now starting to crease, so this is where I'll go over my lids with the excess powder from this brush, so, and kind of like set them a little bit, because remember there's just foundation on them, no shadow, no primer, nothing. And I'll just swipe over my lids to prevent the creasing. If you are a heavy creaser, you could always keep a clean version of whatever brush or even sponge you use to set your creasing in your purse with you throughout the day, and just kind of pat. No need for extra product, because the product there should move around, and just kind of set in whatever areas may crease on you. Go-to blush is Lovejoy blush from MAC, and I use a Bare Essentials, Bare Minerals, whatever, powder, full flawless face brush. So Lovejoy. It's a nice like mauve brown color. I love it. It's my favorite. I've been using this blush for so many years. And I kind of just go on my apples and brush back, almost like right up my temple. What am I doing? So apples and back, apples and back. And now I'm gonna go with my everyday highlight, which cracks me up and it cracks a lot of people up. It is Motif Eyeshadow from MAC. It looks like so. And I came across it like schematicking the eyeshadows one day, I don't know. And I'm gonna use the YACHIYO brush from Nars to apply. I love this, guys. It's really hard for me to break habits when I find things that I love, but I bought some new highlighters and I have some other ones. I just don't use them. So today I'm gonna highlight the high points. So from here, I don't always put on eyeliner. I definitely put on mascara and lashes. Lashes and a bold lip make you look like you have so much more going on than you actually do, because once you remove those lashes and a bold lip, that's what you're stuck with. It's just like, it's a really plain face you got going on there. I know. Hello, water bottle. So I, from here, put on mascara, lashes, and a bold lip. That's my everyday look. So real quick, we're just gonna go in with my favorite mascara in Extreme Dimension from MAC Cosmetics and load up. I don't even really load them up. I say that in all my tutorials, load up my lashes, but I just give them a light coat before my falsies, and then I put the falsies on. I don't need a lot. Only time I ever do a lot is on the rare occasion when I decide to not wear lashes, which is a very rare occasion. Always put on bottom mascara, guys, always. Just opens up the eyes so much. Let me tell you what my go-to lip has been. Colored Rain, whatever, I've fallen in love with, and it took the place of my Wicked from Lime Crime. But it's okay. I'll put Wicked on soon. I'm just gonna put on a lip for the sake of the video. I'm gonna use, like I said, Colored Rain's Whatever. Whatever. I love the name. I love the names to a lot of the lipsticks that I wear. Maybe that's why I buy them, not for the color, for the name. Wicked, Whatever, Roulette, Frenemy, Bay. What? Where did they come up with these names? So it's a nice, like, warm red brown. I love it. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is my foundation routine. And that's basically a kind of like a one-on-one how to apply your foundation. There's nothing extremely hard to it. It can be done many ways. Maybe at a later date I'll do a different way. But that was the basics to how to apply your foundation, what you should be doing prior to applying your foundation, and the additional pieces to your foundation like blush, contour, highlight, so on and so forth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the next one too. Stay tuned, guys. Bye.